New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good morning, and welcome to Morning Prayers with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, for just one reason, and that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we want to make sure you know we know. For instance, there's no such thing as a silly prayer. Nothing is too big or too little to pray about. And right on the heels of that is that there is a possibility, a strong possibility, okay, it's a probability, that you will have a prayer request that doesn't come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not a problem. We got you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org, which is available 24/7, 365 for just one reason. And that's so that you can send us that prayer request whenever it pops into your head or your heart, and then let it go because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of all of the wonderful people who find our website, ntmedia.org, locate that beautiful little donate button and click on it. It gives us the power to extend our reach, to expand the teaching of New Thought across the entire globe. And we very much appreciate your generosity, your financial generosity, of course, but also your spiritual generosity, your prayers, and your love. And we return that 110%. So what we offer here at New Thought Media are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is we don't beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works. We understand that none of that is necessary or useful. It's really a waste of time because there's only one reason for prayer. And that reason is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. So we pray affirmatively and we pray in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart. Hear the words that are spoken as if they were rising up in your own consciousness, and let the prayer become your prayer. And then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So we're going to start this morning with a reading from Ernest Holmes' first daily reader, which was called 365 Science of Mind. And this is the reading from October 10th. The affirmation, the title, as always, is a fabulous affirmation. And it's the reason I picked this one, just because it's something I think is a really great way to start the day. I am one with all there is. That's it. That's the sum total of everything you need to know to have a successful and wonderful day. I am one with all there is. But I'm going to read you the reading anyway. Truth, stated in the simplest manner, affirms that God is all there is. God never changes. God is in me. God is that which I am. God is in the universe. God is the universe. No mediator exists between myself and God but my own thought. I am the writer, the inspirer, and the thing written about. I am the creator of history and the one who experiences it. I am its record and its interpretation. I am is the thread of a unity running through all and binding all back to God. Because God is perfect oneness, all of God exists everywhere. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. This divine visitor, which is my true self, is both the one who stands at the door and knocks and the one who opens the door. It is the glory of this recognition that gives mastership. There is but one self with a capital S who needs no mediator. This self with a capital S is immediate, present, and available. Every cell of my body, every thought of my mind, every glory of my spirit dwells in the very center of the one. In the stillness of a new day, I know that I am one with all there is, now and always. So let's take that into prayer. I'm going to invite you to just trust your chair to support you. Let all of your attention be on hearing and feeling and experiencing the prayer that is spoken. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. And if it's not, don't worry about it because it doesn't matter a bit. Just be in the prayer. There is only one presence and one power in the universe, and it is God. It is infinite. It is omnipotent. It is unlimited, and it is unopposed. I am immersed in this presence and inseparable from this power and absolutely one with the life that expresses it. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The light of God animates me. The mind of God inspires me. The presence of God supports me. And the power of God guides my every thought and action. All that God is, I am. And all that I am is God. This truth lives and expresses in and through every cell of my body, every thought of my mind, and every dream of my heart. There is no other. There is only the I am that includes every I am. This truth unites me with every other creature in existence. It has always been so, and it will always be so. This truth is eternal, immutable, and unfailing. And it opens my heart and mind to recognize the divinity of everything in creation, the blessing in every event, and the love at the center of every person, within every dream, behind every soul's intention. I am unendingly grateful for this truth and for my awareness of it. In the full and certain knowledge that my word is already fulfilled, I release it now. And so it is, and so I let it be, and so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope this is a great way to start your Thursday. And that you will come back again and again and again. And oh, look, we have Garrett. Hello. Wonderful to have you here. And as I was saying, I hope you will come back again and again and again, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have all kinds of stuff going on all the time. Let me give you an example. On Sundays, there are 6 different centers that live stream their services to New Thought Media. You could sit in your rocking chair with your feet up and your coffee cup in your lap and do God's stuff all day long without ever leaving the house. And throughout the week, we have morning prayer every day. We have evening prayer every day. We have lecture series. We have music. We have courses. We have interview programs. And we have, and now the good news. I love that name because on television, that's not what you get. Good news. So, and if by chance you can think of something that ought to be on that schedule and it's not there, we got you covered. We have another email address. It is info@ntmedia.org. And this one is there because sometimes God's sense of humor sends an inspiration that would help us to somebody who isn't us. That's why we have this email address. So you can send it on and we can get it into action. Do not concern yourself that 6 other people already got that idea and sent it to us. That would not be a problem. But if 7 people got that idea and none of them sent it to us, that would be a problem. So when you get an idea, send it to us. No harm can possibly be done. And on the things you don't want to miss list, I want to show you a program that is right after this broadcast, immediately after this broadcast. It's called The Morning Sip with Reverend Melissa. And I mean, look at that smile. This is the absolutely bar none best way to start your day. So don't miss out on it. And on Tuesdays, if you're not busy at lunchtime, that would be around 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Mountain Time, noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm not sure. I think it's 8 o'clock in Europe, PM. I have a program. It's called Global Focus Today. And it's an interview program where I interview focus ministers from across the New Thought movement and from around the planet. Focus ministers are, as you might suspect, ministers who don't have a congregation and a brick and mortar church. Instead, they have, you guessed it, a special focus for their ministry, like animal ministers and people who work with the unhoused and people who work with children and people who work with midlife women and people who work with folks who are incarcerated and people who only work with animals and their owners or their families, I should say. People who work with music, people whose ministry is humor, all kinds of stuff. And the marvelous thing about this program is that I have never, and I've been doing it for more than a year now, I have never failed to learn something that I didn't already know from my guests, even when this is the second or third time that guest has been here, because they've learned something since the last time they saw me and they share it with me. So there's a good chance you might learn something that's useful and entertaining if you come too. I hope to see you then. And in the meantime, I hope this is the beginning of the best Thursday you've ever had, and that it will just become more and more and more wonderful as the day goes on, with peace and grace and beauty and ease. See you next week. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.